Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. Daps.
And I'm Johnny Five.
And I'm Haley.
And why are you Johnny Five tonight?
Because Sunday was the Super Bowl, a thing about which I care. And there's 5 letters in super, there's 5 letters in Adina, there's 5 letters in Katy Perry, and...
Not in bowl.
Huh? Not in bowl, not in Katy, not in Menzel. What else, like, happened during the Super Bowl? I know...
A fight?
Fight?
There was a fight.
Yes. Fight's 5 letters.
Yeah.
Coach has 5 letters, and that's 5 things that have 5 letters.
Well, in good news, Mikey Really Likey has returned to the show.
Oh, finally. Where have you been, man?
Yeah,
come on. What's up with that?
Apparently last week wasn't worth watching, so he chose not to. For
shun
those of
this.
you that do come back and watch every week, sorry, Mikey. Hashtag Geeks Corner is how to get a hold of us on Twitter. And really, that's the only way to get a hold of us during a filming, because we that's the easiest way for us to follow along and see what's going on.
Follow along on the bottom of the beautiful briny
I can just say that we were prepared about an hour and a half early tonight.
Yeah, we've used up all of our good materials, so now you're seeing what's left.
So no promises on anything tonight, because it'll be an interesting evening. This last Wednesday, almost a week ago, Disneyland announced some of the events, I guess, highlights of the offerings. That's a good word. Of the 60th anniversary. What are said offerings?
Well, the castle and Carthay are getting all decked out.
What do you think
in
of that?
Diamonds. I think it looks great. I thought just the concept of it was like really pretty, and like whatever time of day they decided to pick looked really nice, and it was all fun and colorful.
And the Carthay was a nice surprise, I thought.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't really expecting that, and it was like, oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
That's a really nice diamond, Tyler.
I don't want to talk about it.
Johnny, did you get to see the concept art?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It's shiny.
It's shiny.
Yeah.
It's got really shiny carbon on it. So
Shiny what on it?
carbon.
Okay.
It's what diamonds are made out of.
We'll see if these
Hashtag
diamonds are made out of that.
But that's element number 6 and not element number 5, which is boron. So I don't really care so much.
This is Geeks Corner. Yeah.
Living up to the name, guys. That's all we're doing here.
Living up or down. It depends on the night.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it looks cool.
And have you seen the castle recently?
Yeah. I think it looks really cool. They're going for like a Minecraft motif.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of a big box.
Yeah.
Or that wall over there.
It's like when they first shipped the castle to Disneyland and they haven't opened it yet.
Yeah. What do we have in here?
Do you want to say what the caption was that you were showing us beforehand?
Oh.
Yeah, give it.
Sure.
Jay Squivel
Yes.
posted on Twitter. It was funny.
It was a lovely tweet about how many people wish they could propose to their girlfriends now in front of the castle, but they cannot, which is...
Yeah,
And
for like
hopefully they
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Prepare
What kinda-
beforehand and don't get an unpleasant surprise once they show up. Hey, honey, we got engaged in front of a box.
Just pick a better spot to propose,
Can be
like
like
in
a
front of
green
Small
screen.
World.
Well, Small World's a box also right now. It's a white box with a scrim on it, but it's got Christmas paper on it, kind of a thing.
You could propose in front of that
Wrapping
big
paper on
blue
it.
snowflake in
Yeah.
Buena Vista Street.
Fun.
Yeah,
Or the construction walls directly across from it.
Yeah,
there you go.
that would work
Yeah,
too.
Lots of romantic spots.
There's,
World of color here. No water.
I was gonna say that where
So
is
many
the
great
place?
options
This
right
is an interesting segment. Where do you propose for the next month?
Tyler,
I
At-
Goofy's Kitchen,
Haley doesn't pick because
hotels. There's if you're in Florida, you could propose in front of that giant Mickey Sorcerer hat.
Tom Sawyer Island.
Yeah,
What about Tom Sawyer Island?
Tom Sawyer Island would be.
That'd
nice.
be kind of nice.
Yeah.
Just don't do it by the cemetery, because that might not be.
Unless you're in the
Depends on. I know a few people. My cousin would be one of them.
Oh, I give you that.
Right?
Yeah, that would make
that
sense
would be
for him.
Romantic.
So let us know in the hashtags on the
Yeah.
Twitter. Where do you propose for the next?
Where do you propose to propose?
Yes, it really is an interesting question.
It is because
Like New Orleans
that-
Square is still pretty,
yeah,
and Haunted Mansion area, that's good. Critter Country's gone. I'm just trying to legitimately think of where Toontown. That's it. Toontown's open.
in front of the chicken that's
Fantasy Fair at night would be
Fantasy
really.
Fair?
That's the spot.
At night.
Fantasy Fair at night.
Yeah.
That's the spot you.
Cancel the hashtag.
But wait until
In fact,
after.
it would be interesting to send a camera crew in on Valentine's Day night to see if that's the only place people are proposing.
Or just send a bunch. If you are at Disneyland and you witness a proposal, take a video and send it to us somehow. Figure out a way. Direct message us on Twitter and
That
we'll
would be really funny.
yeah we'll
You
do
could
we'll
just,
do a
like,
tower
send it to
mashup.
'em out.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. This needs to happen. Yeah, we want to see what happens with that. That would be interesting.
Alright.
What?
None of that was planned. That's
No,
completely
this
off
just
topic, by
happened
the way.
because Valentine's Day is coming up. We're
Yeah.
going to talk about it next week, but we're talking about it now. It's great. So what else is going on for the 60th as we reel back in and get focus?
There's World of Color that I did not read a lot about. So
Wonderful
maybe
So
you
what's
World of
can-
cool?
Walt
It's
Disney.
called World of Color Celebrate the Wonderful World of Walt Disney. Did I get that right, Roger?
Yes, because
That is
you need long titles for
Absolutely.
As
So
The
many
many
longer the
letters as you
tighter
can possibly
title,
fit.
the longer the show, right?
Wookiee Welcome Wagon.
Yes.
Am I in the show?
Um,
There's a box in front of my face. I'm
Yes,
like, why am I
you're-
blurred?
No,
Okay.
just like
they can actually see you.
It's like
What's
an Instagram frame.
what I really like about
Hashtag
that
no filter.
is it's Mickey. Like Mickey's in it, and he's
Oh,
kind of the
aw.
centerpiece of it, and
Nice.
and the host, and it's going to be kind of the history of the resort. I think is that right? And
Oh,
yeah.
that's what it's
boy.
looking like. Yeah.
Gosh.
Sounded like the
We're
magical map.
never getting him on our show. um, uh,
Mickey?
uh,
I don't know if we're
but,
technologically able to do that.
but yeah, it looks. I'm actually really excited for it because Mickey. It's very Mickey centric, and I think it's just going to be a lot of nostalgia and Disney magic that we maybe grew up with or saw on the old Disney Channel when there was Vault Disney and stuff like that.
What?
Anybody watch Vault Disney when they were
Yep,
kids?
Walt Disney. Sounds like a vampire.
No, that sounds like that bad vampire in DuckTales.
All the vampires are bad in DuckTales.
Well, yeah, actually, in most movies, TV shows, stuff like that.
Do we know anything that's going to be in it? Any specific songs?
I don't think they
I
said
assume
specific songs. No,
Nothing yet.
Under the Sea is in.
Let It Go.
It's in everything. That's
Yeah, that's true.
Be our guest. I would. Welcome to Our Family Time was popular for a while.
It looked like they were going to have some of the traditional cartoons incorporated.
Yeah.
From
So like the skeleton
this-
dance.
I don't know about that one, but it looked maybe like music. Was it Music in the Park? What's that? What's the name of that cartoon?
Magic
Where
music.
he's the one that's directing the band in the
The
park.
bandstand.
Make music mine.
Is that what it's called?
I think.
Music.
Make my music.
Make my music.
Sure, whatever.
Hashtag-
So
Somebody,
next thing,
somebody help us with this one on Twitter.
yeah, let us know. The next thing that's going to be happening over on Disneyland side will be a new parade,
Paint the night.
and you're excited about this. It looks like.
Yeah.
Why are you excited?
I mean, it looks really cool. We're having some of the pictures. Thank
So
you for
it's- it's-
scrolling through, but it looks really cool, and everyone.
Why
we
the
talked
heck
to-
do we have another website up?
I thought it was a Disney website, and then I realized it wasn't.
No, it's not. But there's this wonderful one called DAPs Magic that has full coverage.
Well, anyway,
If you ever want to
they didn't
get
need to know.
I'm irate. I'm indignant. I don't care.
Look up
Anyway.
Disney Parks blog. And I clicked on it, and
Scroll to the top, and you can click on the one that says hashtag Disneyland 60, and that is full Disneyland coverage for the 60th.
if you ever want a shortcut to seeing Mr. Daps angry, load up someone else's website.
There we go.
Not
So,
entirely true. It's
now
just
that
the
there
wrong.
are pictures
So there's
there,
the
it
pictures that
looks
we can
really
see.
cool, and everyone who I talked to, like out of all the Disneyland 60 things, that's the first thing they bring up that they're really excited
And is it
about.
1.5 million
Million.
LED lights?
That's a lot of lights.
That's
With electrosynthomagnetic musical sound?
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how electro. Say that again.
Synthomagnetic.
Thank
Okay,
you.
You're scaring
Um,
me.
No one can see what we're seeing, so this makes
Watches
no
the
sense.
computer crashes because he's playing with it. But no,
Graphics are-
I guess they're billing it as the new electrical parade, and that's kind of cool. And so far, I haven't heard a lot of complaints about that, which I think it's different enough that it's totally okay.
That's the thing is, I
I've been
think
hearing a lot of people saying, "Oh yeah, they're bringing back the electrical parade,"
Which is
No,
funny
that's-
also.
It's not.
it's don't say that it is the electrical parade,
It's
but
the
it can
new
be.
electrical
which-
parade.
Like Murray sent me a video that I couldn't watch it in one go because it was buffering too much, but I kind of don't want to because I want
The
to go into
band
this.
concert, by the way, was the
band concert.
that sounds right.
I knew it
Is the
was something
cartoon I was
close to
thinking
that.
of. Murray was there.
Nice.
Thank you, Murray, on the Twitter.
So shout out to Murray who is on the Twitter. He sent me the link to the. I think they have this parade in Hong Kong.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Very
and-
good.
Yay! I know a couple. Things
Johnny did
from-
homework.
I miss homework, man. But it looks different enough from the electrical parade that I'm totally
Oh
cool
yeah, it's
with this. Versus like Light Magic was coming in directly to replace the electrical
it's a
parade,
very different.
and it wasn't enough like it, and it was.
So we're looking at our coverage right now
Yeah.
on our monitor, and we're seeing a big picture of Mac with a couple
seeing a big
thousand
Mac.
LEDs. What do you think of Mac driving down Main Street?
I think it's great.
As long as he stays awake, I'm fine.
I'm really amused by this.
That'd be hilarious, like if his eyes did close.
Yeah.
And he just kind of lists off to one side. That's right. I said lists.
People
as a
start
verb.
screaming.
Yeah.
No, it's part of the show, guys.
Are
It's
they going to
okay.
have DJ in front of him? Because he's over in the other park. You can just drive over, be in the parade.
There you
back to
go.
his park.
That's go for a drive down Main Street. Why not? Yeah, I
Driving
think it'll be
right down
fun.
the middle of Main Street, USA.
I think it's going to be very equal parts Pixar and Disney. It's looking like, and so that'll be interesting. But I think it'll be cool,
Mhm.
and I'm looking forward to filming it and taking pictures of it because I think the lighting in it will make it a lot of fun.
I'm just thinking, that filming it's going to be awful
Oh,
because
it's
of
going
all
to be
the lighting.
so much fun.
Like it's so much backlight and all this.
Now we're
range.
going to be
Like,
good.
It's going
It's
to be
gonna-
technically challenging.
It's going to be. That's what's
Um,
going to make it fun, though. It's going to be an
yeah.
adventure.
Yeah.
I think
Love-
it'll be easier to film than the electrical parade
I
was.
love adventures.
Oh, definitely.
Like I think it'll be a lot easier.
Yeah.
Next comes. Do you know what's next?
Yeah, well, I can read
Disneyland.
it.
Yeah, you can
Forever.
read it. You got it. Disneyland
The
Forever.
fireworks.
What do you guys know about that?
It's going to be fireworks.
I just heard Under the Sea is going to be in it. That's literally like the only thing.
And
Oh, and that's the one with the 3D
songs.
projection all the way down Main Street.
there you go.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
digital mapping technology. It looks really cool. I thought.
Mickey and the digital mapping technology.
Now that he's no longer an apprentice.
Yeah.
Got it.
But it'll never be finished.
And it's going to be lots of different places throughout the park where you can experience this
Cool.
immersive fireworks show is what they're billing it as.
Wow, they're
and,
going all out for the 60th.
Yeah, I think it's going to make for a really great, what do they call them, stroll through the parks or whatever, where I
Yeah.
just walk through with my camera. Like, I think I'm just going to start walking from Main Street and see where I get during 12 to 14 minutes of the fireworks show. Wouldn't it be funny?
All right.
Let's just see what happens. No fireworks. We'll just show the projections. I don't know. Whatever. I think it'd be funny.
I think this should be the year. I've always wanted to do a massive prank at Disneyland, which is during some. It's
Yeah, let's
it's
put it
not-
online before we do it so everybody knows.
No, I know, but with, I feel like if we get
Look at
our
nobody's
audience involved
laughing.
in this, after you see the fireworks once and you experience it, anytime you go see the fireworks, like we need to pick a moment at the end where everyone just turns around and looks the opposite direction. Of like, we know the secret, and just see how many people around you are like, what's going
If you
on?
could get like 100 people to do that, I'm pretty sure that would be fairly
Yeah,
effective.
and I feel like we'll let you guys know, and this is a small enough sampling that not everyone in the park will know about it. So
Yeah.
feel free to
It'd be
use
great
that.
if you were like right in front of the castle though, because then everyone's
Yeah.
really going to be looking
Right?
forward
And if you could
to
get the entirety of Main Street to look backwards during the finale of the fireworks.
And they just have like one camera sitting on the top of the train station that just
Yeah.
you see the
Yeah,
Mickey ears turning around the glowing ones and that, yeah.
So if you're in, then tweet #Geeks Corner, #I'm in, and nothing else, no other content.
No, it's all connected. No,
No.
because it is.
Across the room doing it. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. All this is starting on May 22nd. It's going to be a blast. Probably literally, actually.
Guys, we're almost. Are you thinking of transitioning without talking about the last bullet point under there?
I'm
Okay, I
ready
would-
to talk about it.
I would hope you're not transitioning because this
No,
is the
I
part
was
I'm
gonna
really
talk
excited
about the popcorn.
Okay, dude, I was getting worried there.
I actually had a really good segue in mind.
Oh,
But
well, do it.
it's
then.
too late
No, it's
now.
fine. We got this.
It-
We got this.
no,
It's not like it's
you
live.
blasted
It's
it
back
away.
in.
You blasted. It's gone.
Guys, there's coming out with a new popcorn bucket, and
Hip
it's
hooray!
and it looks like one of the Mickey balloons. Like it actually looks inflated. It's gonna be cool. I'm excited for this. Are you not excited?
Yeah. I just wanted to see what you had to say about it.
It's cool looking. It's the first time I've looked at a popcorn bucket and thought I want to get that. Versus like, oh, that's cool. I appreciate that exists. Like this is one I actually want to acquire. Your turn.
Well, I really
See what happens when I step back? They're all like, "What's he doing?" He's not helping.
I do have a question though.
What's behind me?
Are they only gonna have the 3 colors that were in that picture? Or do you think they'll have more?
I'm betting the 3 colors, but
I
you
think
never
it'd be
know.
cool if they had all of them. But I think they'd be cool. You know, you like have them, and then it's like, what do you do with the popcorn bucket after you've already eaten the popcorn? But I think they're cool, probably just as decoration.
Or a planter.
That's true too. Like hang them
get-
from the ceiling or something.
Yeah.
Like a balloon.
Get a wire
Put it right
coat
here on the
hanger
desk.
and
Plants would live for like a week, and then we'd have dead plants in the corner with a
Good
really cool.
trick or treat bucket. Use them all the time.
hashtag dead plants in the corner. But you can unwind a
Come
wire
on, geeks
coat
are
hanger
horrible
and make it look
gardeners.
like a
We know
string.
this. Make a what?
That's true.
A wire coat hanger look like a string on the bottom of the
Yeah,
balloon.
if it's strong enough.
String. I mean, not for support, but just like when you hang it on the wall.
Oh, okay. Now I
and you
get
make
you.
it string.
Yeah, that's cool.
Instagram.
Mhm.
Your turn.
You
Yeah.
really? I was just
Yeah.
letting you take
I
this.
want to hear
Okay,
your
so
thoughts.
I think it's cool. I probably won't spend the $14, $16, whatever it is, to buy them because you guys will each get one, and I can look at them like, oh, that's cool.
There's 3 of
Yeah.
us and there's 3 colors. We each have to get one of a different color.
And then just hold it all of one show.
We'll do a giveaway.
Yeah.
Oh, I love or Geeks Corner lover. It was I Love Geeks Corner originally, right?
Yeah, I
Aaron?
think on
Yeah.
YouTube, and then the Twitter is Geeks Corner. Level.
Yes, and Danny's on board, and we've got I Love Geeks Corner
Yes.
there, and so we got a lot of good people tonight. So let's move on.
Yeah.
Today they released new pictures. Disney sent us pictures of Shanghai Disney's progress, and it involved 3 pictures that were real and 3 pictures that were rendering. Did I get that right? Yeah.
Yes.
And so one was Treasure Cove, which is their pirates area of Shanghai Disney, which I personally think is going to be awesome.
Which isn't Shanghai also a verb that can be used to describe pirating?
Perfect.
Like, oh, that was Shanghai.
Well, they do steal all the movies, so
Yeah. What?
we're gonna get hacked.
I didn't get that, and I'm kinda
China,
glad.
you know, China always steals.
I don't want to know.
Okay.
Stop
Anyway,
So anyway, Treasure Cove is gonna have Pirates of the Caribbean. What was the other attraction we were talking about? I'm doing this without
It's
notes.
Pirates of the Caribbean : this something for treasure, digging for treasure,
It's right there, Tyler. If you,
treasure hunting.
but they also unveiled 2 hotels. Hotels are cool. They're building, and you can check them out on DAPsMagic.com. It's on the front page for now. It'll be in there somewhere. Does it say the name of the attraction, Tyler? There, I can't read that far. But it looks really cool. It looks very immersive
Yeah.
and
New technology.
really dark.
Battle for Sunken Treasure.
Yeah.
There it
Okay,
is.
yeah, it looks really dark.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
I was surprised at how
Unlike
intense
Pirates
it
of the
looks.
Caribbean.
It looks a lot like the movie instead of it being kind of a more happy version of Pirates.
I just want to know what tech is coming out, because in the article at least it says that there's going to be new tech that makes it completely unique, and I always like when there's new, like, hey, look at this thing we did once, let's find ways that we can incorporate this.
Mhm.
You know, like I want Disneyland to get one of those, like, oh, each car goes on a different path kind of attractions.
Yeah, it'll be
I
really
want that.
interesting to see how that attraction goes and what it actually involves, and
It involves a battle, and it involves some sunken treasure.
us going between the middle.
Probably
It'll be
some
great.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more of what Shanghai has to offer, and someday hopefully visiting there. Let's move right along since we've only got 10 more minutes.
10 more minutes.
10. That's right. During the Super Bowl,
The bowl of soup.
the bowl of soup, you could watch puppies, or you could watch commercials, or you could watch
There
grown
was a
men
kitten
fight
bowl.
like little kids. Yeah, it was. I don't get it, but I won't get into
But
that.
if you
Um,
recorded it and you have it on your DVR, luckily you can fast forward through all the sports stuff and you can go straight to the commercials.
And there was one company
Yeah.
that set it up so you didn't have to watch the sports, and you could do the fast forward thing automatically.
Nice.
Because apparently they have a thing where you can cut through the commercials and just watch sports. Usually, is it Dish? And they flipped it for the Super Bowl,
That's awesome.
and it
That's
was
really
kind of cool. So anyway, a couple of trailers were released during the Super Bowl, and that's really all you watch the Super Bowl for, anyway, right? Because the Vikings weren't playing, so who cares? And the first one was, or the who? Or the Niners. There was a Tomorrowland trailer,
Mhm.
and you both saw the trailer, right?
yes.
What were your thoughts?
I don't remember anything specifically. I wanted to see
Yeah,
it
kind of
anyway,
based-
so sorry.
You do want to see it, but
Yeah.
well, that's your thoughts. How excited about this movie are you?
Yeah.
Me? Okay.
It reminded me
Yes,
a lot
but
of
no.
Yeah,
Well, like I'm gonna see it no matter what.
But you're not like
But-
stoked about it.
Not stoked because
Okay.
I am confused.
Okay.
And
yeah.
What do you think, John?
The trailer didn't look that much different than the first trailer. Really, it actually the first trailer that with
What was
the,
an expansion on the first trailer, really?
actually I feel
Other than
like
they
the
cut out
first
parts of it.
part, the first one like, where she's getting all of her stuff back, felt like the expanded trailer a little bit. Like if they had flipped them, if they had released them in
Yeah, I
opposite
could see
order,
that.
I would make that would make more
But
sense.
then you wouldn't have gotten that Hugh Laurie reveal.
The Hugh Laurie was awesome. I want to know if he's going to do the American accent or if he's going to have his actual like Scottish accent.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
But
But we were talking earlier. It kind of gives us a Meet the Robinsons vibe.
there's a huge Meet the
Yeah.
Robinsons vibe, and I don't really know what to think of it.
Yeah.
I'm really struggling with this movie because it's been several years of hype now, and I don't know that it's living up to it currently.
Maybe
And
that's
so-
the plan.
I hope so. But I'm kind of at this point where it's like, oh, well, that's cool, but I'm not
I will say that-
jazzed about it yet.
as soon as the conversation of what's that off in the distance? Oh, that's Space Mountain. As soon as that is said, I'm walking out. If that's an actual because that's in my head, and if I come up with that and that's actually on the screen, that's the same moment in the Alice in Wonderland Tim Burton movie where the thing turns around and goes, Bandersnatch! No, I'm done at this point. That's the moment. I'm telling you right now.
all right.
Yeah, I'm curious. Like, I want to see it, but I'm not blown away yet. I'm not super jazzed about it, and I'm not super excited. However, I am super excited about Jurassic World. That was the other trailer that we had shared with us during the Super Bowl, and Haley's going to talk about it first.
I'm gonna talk about it first.
What do you
Great.
think of the trailer?
Okay, well,
Go.
see, I have not seen any of the Jurassic Park movies.
We're going to work on that.
Yes, so that apparently is going to be a thing. that's
Movie
happening.
nights at DAP's house.
But it looked really good, but I would not want to be in the theater for it.
And
because
why is
I,
that?
I would get scared. 100%.
Well,
I
don't
would
worry,
not
your
enjoy it.
boyfriend will be petrified, and it'll be great.
So
Yep.
so if she gets a pass, I get a pass, right?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
I have to go. You have to go.
That is unfair.
Unless
That
you're
is-
flat out admitting that you're somebody's girlfriend and they're coming to the movie with me, because that's the only way out, is if you're one of my friend's girlfriends, which means you have to find.
I'm not gonna answer that. I'm not gonna I won't
like what I did
dignify
there?
that rumor with a response.
You like what I did there? Either way, I'm having two guys go with me.
I'm gonna let y'all come up with the hashtag.
Your thoughts on the movie?
I'm actually looking forward to seeing it. Even I'm gonna skip all of that. But so details in there. We're seeing velociraptors getting trained.
Well, I think let's back up a little bit.
Let's back up.
As the trailer starts, you're kind of coming in over the air or over the water,
At
and
the
there
SeaWorld moment.
and there's the SeaWorld moment where they're feeding a shark to a dinosaur, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And
I just like usually you're feeding something to a shark, and this
And they're
time
saying
the
that-
shark is
and they're saying this dinosaur is shy or something like
yeah.
that.
So give it a
It's like,
big
give my client
yeah.
her hand because she's shy. And then it cuts. I don't remember if it's the next scene or whatever. But then after that, that's when we see Chris Pratt training velociraptors.
Yeah.
And it made sense at that point.
Yeah,
where I was
because this is a zoo park. It's like
It's
a
SeaWorld.
SeaWorld.
yeah,
It's combined with
and
the San Diego
Disney's
Zoo,
Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom, all of those. So if you have a business where you're running a theme park that's filled with animals, you want those animals to be trained. So that makes complete sense in like if this actually happened in the real world, these are exactly the steps that would be taken.
Yeah.
And then the science getting out of control, which I think is at the core of any good Jurassic Park movie,
Mhm.
is you went too far with the science.
Yep.
And now it's coming back to bite you, literally.
I thought
Is
it was interesting
Jurassic Park
too.
Redux.
The
Yeah.
white suit. Granted, it's a girl wearing it this time.
I
But
don't know
what's her name?
exactly.
Bryce,
Bryce
Dallas Howard.
Mhm.
I always switch like the Dallas and the Howard in my head.
Because she's Ron Howard.
Yeah, I know. That's
So
why I
Howard
think
is the
Howard
last
should
part.
be first for some reason. But so anyway, Bryce Dallas Howard is wearing a white suit, which reminds me very much of John Hammond. And it's kind of interesting looking at the trailer and then thinking of the original movie, and there's the one point where she's holding a flare. I'm thinking,
Oh yeah.
well, that went well for last movie.
Yeah.
And like, there's a lot of moments in there that very much reminded me of the original movie, which is good for you and Tyler because we know how well that went in 3D. And
This is not in 3D, right? This
I think
not
it
a 3D
is, isn't
movie?
it?
No, we're not. But we're
Tyler,
not
is
going
it
to
in
the
3D?
3D one, right? We're
Yeah,
going to the normal
I think
one.
we need to go to the most immersive,
No,
loud.
That for sure would keep me like away.
the one with the digital mapping on the walls.
It is in 3D.
Yes, it's in 3D. IMAX, right?
Everything's in 3D nowadays.
This sucks in 3D.
It's going to be amazing. And I liked how they even used old and new music. Like they had the really simple piano Jurassic Park theme, but they also had this new updated stuff going on.
Yeah.
And so it's really like, I almost feel like it's the same story. So Jurassic Park was like this, and they're like, let's just make it this way, and let's up the ante. And they've also started well, the website is up,
Yeah.
and they've started live
A live
cams,
cam
park
from the
cams,
park,
they're
yeah.
calling them, where you can watch people. Oh, Danny's talking about it right here. There's a website where you can see cams around the park. And what I would love to see is like after the movie comes out, the cameras are still working, but looking at what happened after the movie. So like you don't see the movie events happen, but wouldn't it be awesome if like mass destruction, and then because they've said it might be a trilogy, so it would kind of make sense if all of those things take place in the same general region to keep the story going through the coming years, and I think that would be absolutely fantastic.
I have a horrible idea.
Yeah, I'm listening.
I don't know that I want to say it.
You can't say I have a horrible idea and not say it,
Is
right?
Right.
Should we live stream a 24-hour day from Jurassic World?
How would we do that?
I don't know. Basically, you know
I
how
don't
they made
know how long they're.
you know how they spent billions of dollars to make a 2-hour movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll spend no money and make a 24-hour live stream.
Click.
It's like, what
1
was
hour
that?
here? Click. There's 14 cameras.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that noise? Sock puppet.
No, paper puppet.
No, we need the little paper stick ones. We already know we can do that.
Are we found out?
It's just Murray with one of those like chatter teeth things.
Well, what we could do though is we could watch the movie.
Yeah.
And we could watch it live. And I don't know how we do the audio for us, but make it so that people could watch us watching it, and then they could experience Haley's first time watching Jurassic Park, and that could be a lot of fun.
We saw the clip-on mics.
Yeah, the lavaliers.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. Because then it wouldn't get the Jurassic Park thing.
The Lavaliers
In
sounds
fact,
like a
we
great
could
band name.
we could even let people watch it with us, so we could like say and start,
Right?
and then
Oh, is that riff tracks?
basically.
Yeah. We should look into. I don't know.
It'd be
We're just.
fun. Haley's like, what are you
Are we
getting
still doing
me
a show?
into?
Hi guys.
We got 2 more minutes. We're good.
Yeah, we're fine. We got this.
And since we're early, 2 minutes early, if you get questions into us in the next 15 seconds, we'll answer them after the lag.
Yeah. After the lag. After the lag.
Yeah.
Find us on Twitter. Give us a question after the lag.
Oh, we do have one question. How was your guys' weekend, and what do you think of the Latina Disney princess? What is Sophia?
Sophia the First is a Disney Channel kids show.
What do you mean?
Oh,
Wasn't she supposed to be the first Latina princess?
Oh,
She's
well,
voiced by
no.
someone who-
I don't know if she's actually a
Is she
princess
really?
yet. Is that?
I
Oh,
thought
she
maybe
was
it's
a
because she's
princess in
training. Maybe it's she's
Training,
princess in
yeah.
training, and that's how.
I mean, they're all fictional countries, so like from her school.
No,
there's-
Arendale's real.
Okay. Anyway,
It's in northern
they're all
Italy.
like all the kids at her school are from like fictional countries where you can tell kind of what culture it's supposed to be. But she's from Enchantia, or like a village in Enchantia, which isn't really like that. It's pretty just stereotypical European kind of. You can tell just from their.
But weren't they
outfits and stuff.
marketing it that way originally?
I don't know where that came from because I never saw where that was.
Oh,
like,
we'll have to look into that.
confirmed.
That's interesting.
So,
Maybe it was just the voice actress.
but is Ariel Winter?
No,
I didn't.
no.
No,
is-
she's not.
I don't think so.
I don't know that.
I thought I heard that and I realized who the voice was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Her the voice of her mom.
Anyway, what do you think of
But I'm
the
excited
new one?
about
I think it'll
it.
be interesting. I don't know enough about it yet to really make.
Well, I just don't get everyone's complaining. I don't know if you saw me talking about it on Twitter.
No,
but
talk away.
So many people were complaining about it, and they're like, "Oh, well, like she's not getting a full length movie or anything, and things like that."
Yeah.
But she's probably gonna get a like. I imagine it'll be a special, like how they did with Ariel
Yeah.
and Rapunzel's episodes, and the first episode with Cinderella.
Yeah.
Where it's like a movie length episode first on Sophia the First, and then she's getting a whole series, which is way more than you would get if you were just a movie.
Mhm.
So I don't get why people.
But you
complain.
could get sequels if you're just a movie.
I mean, you
Like
could,
Return to
but
the Sea.
Little Mermaid.
You could get 3, 4, 5, 7 sequels. Yeah.
No, that's a TV show.
Yeah.
but
Well, and
Still,
it'll
it's
probably
still a
lead
full
to a
TV
character
show.
in the park, and
yeah,
in my head, if you have a character in the park, you're real. So
and it's still a year away.
that,
People were
and it's gonna
complaining about
have
her design.
in like a year or so, it's gonna have way more content than Dumbo ever did.
True.
Just saying.
Dumbo has content.
I mean, he did have that show in the '90s. Was it Dumbo's Flying Circus or something?
Yeah, Demo Circus.
Dumbo's Circus. on
Monty
the Disney
Python's
Channel.
Flying Circus.
Yeah, that I'm mixing the two.
Featuring
That would have been a better mix. But Dumbo's Circus, but that wasn't animated Dumbo. That was a live action Dumbo.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
And then, well, he got a live action movie, Operation Dumbo Drop.
Has anybody heard about the Dumbo musical recently?
Not
No.
recently.
I just realized that's completely gone. Anyway, we have gone over time. It's 10:02. This has been a
Spiraled
really
away from
interesting
us.
night. Please tweet at us. Please subscribe. Please let us know what you think and what you'd like to hear us cover next week for our Valentine's Day episode. If we have one, we'll see. Because we're so romantic.
Send us videos of proposals in front of weird places in Disneyland.
Yeah, that would be funny. Yeah, anyway, with all of that, we'll see you around the corner.
Geek out!
Bye.